So, very good morning, students. Now, let us so the new chapter that is about a electrical charge and fields. So, this is the new chapter, fourth chapter. See, till now we finished the three chapters. One is the wave or wave motion. Second one is ray optics and optical instrument, and third one is wave optics. Of course, the three chapters are related one to one because wave is related to the somewhat related in the wave ray optics, and next also related in the next chapter wave optics. So let us welcome to the new chapter. The chapter is electric charge and field. See, I want to tell you one thing from this chapter, somewhat related to the charges and related to the electric currents and etc. So that so there will be a new chapter it is. So coming to the point is the new chapter is electric charge and field. So in this electrical charge and field is this chapter actually contains electrostatics. We can also call electrostatic. See, this electrostatic is contains two chapters. Yes, one we can say charges and field, and one more we can say potential and capacitance. Potential and capacitance. This together we can call electrostatics. See, together we can call as the electrostatics. Sir, what is mean by static? Static in the sense is charges are at rest, or we can say static in the sense is at rest. Say when the charge is at rest, so the rest charge can create rest charge. See, static means anything that cannot move. See, you remember, if a charge is are at rest, therefore you say like this, if a charge is at rest, rest can create, very simple, rest can create, see, both. First of all, rest can create, suppose the charge is at rest, then create, first one it is about a force, second it creates the field, third it is creates the potential, very simple. See, when it is force is nothing but a E, field is nothing but a, force is nothing but a F, and field is nothing but a, we can say here it is capital E, and the next one is nothing but a potential is nothing but a V. So now here the thing is rest can create both force, field and potential. Suppose the charge is moving. So of course I would like to tell you that also, when charge is moving, see, the moving charge can create both electric field and as well as the magnetic field. See, you remember, both it is creates when charge is moving. Of course, this is there in the next chapters, that is the current, electricity and moving charge and magnetism. So in that chapters we will see the clearer information in that chapters. So let us now our discussion only related to the charges are at rest. See, rest can create both force, field and potential. Here actually what is mean by electrostatics? See, electrostatic in the sense is, see, the charges are at rest, and it is a branch of physics which used to discuss the charges are at rest. Therefore, when charge is at rest, that can create the force, field and potential. Of course, moving can create both electrical field and as well as the magnetic field. Now let us coming to the point is, I'll tell you one thing here. Electrostatics, actually electrostatics, it is the related to the branch of physics. And here, sir, what is mean by electricity? Electricity is nothing but a charge having energy. First point, see, electricity is nothing but a charge having energy. So charge having energy in the senses we can call as the electricity. And coming to the point is, sir, what is mean by charge? Of course, charge is nothing but a, here actually charges are we can say charge is Q. There are two types of charges are there. One we can say positive charge, that is Q, and another one negative charge, we can say also Q, but it is we can say plus and it is we can say negative. See, there are two types of charge. Sir, what is mean by charge? See, that's what charge is. Electricity is nothing but a charge having energy. And coming to the point is, I'll tell you one charge equation, because we should know about a current. See, current is nothing but a I, it is a charge per unit time. Current in the sense is charge per unit time. Therefore, Q is equal to we can say I into T. Usually we can say like this. Now coming to the point is, Charge is a scalar. It is a scalar. Here we should give the information related to charge. It is a charge is a scalar. Sir, what are the units? Of course, units are, in case of a CGS, again we have, in CGS case, two types of are there. One we can say ESU. ESU. Sir, what is ESU? ESU is nothing but a electrostatic unit. Electrostatic unit. And here, what is second one? EMU. EMU, electromagnetic unit. We can say EMU is one, ESU is one. See, in case of a ESU, sir, what is the unit? Because we have in CGS two types of units are there. One we can say ESU, one more we can say EMU. ESU is nothing but electrostatic unit. That is, in case of electrostatic unit, we can call as stat coulomb, right? And here, what is EMU? EMU in the sense is electromagnetic unit. This is, we can say, ABC. Sir, what is ABC? Absolute coulombs. Absolute coulomb. And in case of a SI system, what is the unit in case of a SI system? See, we can say coulomb it is. See, we can write C, coulomb. So the coulomb is the unit of charge in case of a SI system. In case of a CGS system, charge unit is ESU is nothing but a stat coulomb, that is electrostatic unit. And one more we can say EMU, that is EMU in the sense is electromagnetic unit, that is ABC. ABC in the sense is absolute coulombs. So this is about what it is, we can say about a charge information. Sir, what about the dimensional formula? Of course, DMF is nothing but a current is the I, time is the T, IT it is. Information technology, or we can also call IT it is. I is the current and T is the, we can say like this, clear? And coming to the point is, in general, see, properties of a charges, I would like to tell you properties of a charges. In general, charges are recede on the surface, above the surface of the body only, not inside. The charges are usually recede on the surface of the body, not inside the body. And the charges are more accumulated at the end of the conductor or end of the body, more accumulated at the point ends. The charges are more accumulated. That means your charges are more at the ends of the body. And it is recede on the surface of the body, not inside the body. And you remember, this is property. And you remember, in general, like charges, like in the sense is positive, positive, negative, negative. Always repel. Like will always repel. Whereas unlike in the sense is opposite charges are attracts. That means here, if supposed to say, if positive, positive always repel, also negative, negative also repel. But whereas the positive, negative, of course, these are attracts, like. That's what. Like charges is repels, unlike charges are attracts. See, this is about a property of charges. And you remember, earth is a huge reserve of a charge, of course, because charge, earth is a huge reserve. That huge reserve of a charge is nothing but earth is considered as a neutral body. Sir, why earth is considered as a neutral body? NB, neutral. Neutral in the sense is, in case of earth, both positives and negatives are equally distributed. If any body, both the positive and negatives are equally distributed, that we can call neutral body. Of course, pen also neutral, because in this also both positives and negatives are equally distributed, so that we can call neutral body. Earth is a huge reserve of a charge. Number of charges are there, that's what we can call earth is a huge reserve of a charge. And coming to the point is, neutral in the sense is both positive and negatives are equally distributed. That's what earth is considered as a zero potential, because the positives and negatives are equally distributed. Earth is considered as a zero potential. V is the potential. We'll see in the next chapter. And coming to the point is, see, in case of this units only, again I would like to tell you one thing. See, 1 coulomb of charge is equal to, what mean by 1 coulomb of charge is equal to about, see, I would like to tell you one thing. 1 coulomb of charge is equal to 3 into, say, like, we can write like this. In case of a electrostatic unit, 1 coulomb of charge is equal to 3 into 10 power 9 it is. Stat coulomb we can say. And here, 1 coulomb of charge is equal to, in case of a EMU, that is electromagnetic unit, that is 1 by 10th of ABC. 1 by 10th. See, 1 coulomb of charge is equal to what it is? 1 by 10th. 1 by 10th of EMU or ABC, we can also write EMU, or here it is, we can write here ESU, electrostatic unit. See, 1 coulomb of charge is equal to 3 into 10 power 8, and 1 coulomb of charge is equal to 1 by 10th of ABC. EMU it is. Now let us coming to the point is there is a one JEE mains question, and we can say it is a need based question. There is a one question is there, the ratio of ESU by, I mean to say EMU by ESU, that is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 10. It is the value of EMU by ESU is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 10, 3 into 10 power minus 10, it is plus 10 centimeter per second. So what is the value of this? It is equal to velocity of a light. Velocity of light it is. Very simple it is. The ratio EMU by ESC is equal to 3 into 10 power 10 centimeter per second is nothing but a velocity of a light. The ratio will be like this. And coming to the point is, in this case, here I will tell you one thing. We should remember here it is, because in the next again we will get all the questions on the basis of a charge. Clear? This is the information related to the charge and properties. See, remember, charge in the senses, very simple. The charge in the senses, see, Q. And here you remember, charge can exist, see, without the mass. Remember, here the condition is mass can exist without the charge. Of course, mass can exist without the charge. Suppose this is the one body, mass is there. For this, charges are not there. That's what mass can exist without the charge. But whereas the charge cannot exist without the mass. That's what here. Charges is only with the mass only it is exists. Without the mass cannot exist. That's what we can call it is a mass can exist without the charge, but charge cannot exist without the mass. This is about related to the information related to the charge. And here I'll tell you another for the problems purpose. Usually we will use like this, microcoulomb mu c is nothing but a 10 power minus 6 coulomb. And here we can say millicoulomb, milli in the sense is 10 power minus 3 coulombs, and picocoulomb is nothing but a 10 power minus 12 coulomb. And here a nanocoulomb in the sense is 10 power minus 9 coulomb. Usually this is we will use in the problems. We will use in the problems which the related microcoulomb is nothing but a 10 power minus 6, and here 10 power microcoulomb, millicoulomb in the sense is 10 power minus 3, picocoulomb in the sense is 10 power minus 12, nanocoulomb in the sense is 10 power minus 9 coulomb, which are the information related to the problems purpose, right? So this is about a complete information related to the charge. And coming to the point is, let us about in this electrostatics or electric charge and field, in this chapter I'll tell you one thing about a conservation of a charge. Sir, what is mean by conservation of a charge? See right here, conservation of charge. Of course you know everyone, conservation of a energy. So the same conservation of energy in the sense is energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but the total energy remains constant in the universe. The energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but the total energy remains constant in the universe. The total energy in the sense is potential, sum of potential and kinetic energy. As same as here the conservation of charge. See, conservation of charge in the sense is the charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but the total charge of the system remains constant of a given isolated system. The charge for the given system, suppose you take any one charge, any one system, in that system what happens, the total charge remains constant. See, that we can call as the conservation of a charge. Conservation of a charge in the sense is, it is the state that the total charge of the system, that is the algebraic sum of the positives and negatives. That's what in the energy also same, the sum of potential and kinetic energy. Here also same. The charges are two types, one we can say positive, one more we can say negative. So the sum of the both positives and negative charges in a given system is remains constant. The total charge of the given system, that is sum of positives and sum of negative charges in a given system is constant of a given isolated system. That is, the charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but the charges can be transferred from one body to another body. Of course, the charges can be transferred. So because of the transfer of charges from one body to another body, yes, there is a transfer. Suppose one body lost by the some electrons. Electron in the sense is negative. Some charges lost by the one body, and therefore other body it is gains the same equal it is gains. So that's what the charges can be transferred from one body to another body, Therefore, if a one body lost by the some electrons and which is gained by the other body, equal amount of electrons that gains. Suppose one body it is contains some charges, you say plus, like anyone, either you say negative. Therefore, some lost it is, therefore it is gains the same amount, whatever. Suppose if it is lost by the 5 electrons, therefore it is gained by the 5 electrons. See, that means here the charges can be transferred from one body to another body, but you remember one thing, the charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but the charges can be transferred from one body to another body, right? The total charge of the system remains constant, that we can say algebraic sum of the positives and negative charges are, it is to be added. And coming to the point, suppose because of the transfer of charges, because of the transfer of electrons from one body to another body, suppose one body it is lost, you say one body it is lost by the electrons. So when one body lost is nothing but there is a deficiency of electrons, we can say deficiency of electrons. Say deficiency of electron in the senses we can call as the body becomes a positive. Deficiency of electrons, because of the one body lost some electrons, therefore second body gained by the electron, it is gained, and it is a lost, you say there is a loss of electrons. So there is a transfer of charges from one body to another body. That means here the first body lost by the some electrons, therefore second body gained by the electrons. Say lost in the senses we can call as the deficiency of electrons. So that when deficiency of electron, the body we can becomes a positively charged. If there is a deficiency in the senses we can call as the positive, and there is a gain of electrons, yes, of course it is, we can call as the excess of electrons. So that excess of electrons are there, no, then we can call as the, it is a negatively charged body. Negative excess is there, then we can call negatively charged. If there is a deficiency of electrons, we can call positively charged body. Of course, mass of the negatively charged body, see mass of the negatively charged body is greater than mass of the positively charged body, because positive in the sense is there is a deficiency of electrons, there is a loss of electrons, and here gained is nothing but there is an excess of electrons. When there is a excess of electrons, which we can call as the mass is more than the mass of a positively charged body. See, this is related to what? Actually we can say it is about a conservation of a charge. See, conservation of a charge in the senses, very simple. Conservation of a charge in the senses, see the total charge of the system remains constant, therefore the algebraic sum of the positive charges which is equal to algebraic sum of the positives and negative charges are remains constant in the given system. So which we can call as to be related to the conservation of a charge. Conservation of a charge. And coming to the next one, I'll tell you another one, that is about a quantization of a charge. It is for 2 marks, which is very important. See, after conservation, let us go for the quantization. Quantization of charge. So what is meant by quantization of a charge? Suppose you take one system. The system contains a number of electrons. The system contains a number of electrons. Therefore, the total charge of the system, which is equal to, it contains n number electrons. Suppose you say n number electrons is the system contains. So that the total charge of the system is equal to, that is the algebra, I mean to say it is the integral multiple of electrons. The total charge of the system, is equal to the integral multiple of electrons, that is plus or minus. Why plus or minus? I don't know whether the charges are plus or there or minus are there. So that you say integral multiple of electrons. So that here Q is equal to plus or minus n. No? Sometimes he may ask you n, how many number of electrons that body contains or the system contains. You write like this. And there is one question is there on the basis of this for 2 marks. It is for 2 marks. See, 1 coulomb of charge contains, how many electrons? How many electrons is asking. See, 1 coulomb of charge contains how many electrons. So that here Q is equal to, you take as a 1 coulomb. Sir, charge of electron will be, everyone remember, charge of electron is nothing but 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Charge of electron will be. So that here is asking 1 coulomb of charge contains how many electrons? N is equal to 1c by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So coulomb cancel, 1 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. If you simplify this, 6.25 into 10 power, it is 18 electrons that contains. Very simple. This is for 2 marks. See, 1 coulomb of charge contains how many electrons? There is a question. 1 coulomb of charge contains how many electrons? Of course, 1 coulomb of charges contains a 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons, because the 1 coulomb of charge contains how many electrons? So that Q is equal to 1 coulomb. Charge of electron is, we know, 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Therefore, Q is equal to plus or minus Ne, that is a quantization of charge. So N is equal to 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons contains. So this is what it is related to quantization of a charge. Clear? And we'll see in the next class continuation related to the electric field and the charges. Thank you very much.